Hi folks, I'm about to do another review of a pack here, but before I do that I just want to make sure that you all know that I do have a blog that goes with these videos, and you can see it right here, and we're at daypackfinder.blogspot.com. If you're interested in seeing my other reviews, photos of the packs that I've reviewed as well as the videos, go to this blog, take a look at it, and perhaps it'll help you out in your decision-making process. Okay, so let's take a look at this pack. This is the Burton Bravo 29 liter, and you can see here that I got it from Zappos. Love Zappos. I actually just ordered this thing yesterday and it arrived today. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know how they can do this. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got inside here. Okay. I have reviewed another Burton pack on my site. I think it's called the Prism. Similar size here, 29 liter. I didn't really love that pack because it was sort of over-engineered. Had too many bells and whistles, and it didn't focus enough on just the simplicity of what a crossover day pack really should be. So I looked at this, I saw this online, and it looked like it was a little bit of a simpler design, and perhaps that will bear itself out. So of course, when we think of Burton, most of us think of boards, snowboards in particular, and so maybe a younger set than somebody who's a mid-40-year-old who's using a pack sort of professionally. But these are really well-built packs, really thoughtfully designed, and not too garish. I mean, some of the Burtons are really pretty garish looking, but this is a nice sort of simple look to it. Okay, so let's take a look at the front of the pack and see what we got going here. So let's start at the very bottom here. You can see that I have some lash straps here. Potentially you could put sort of a sleep roll, sleeping bag, a yoga mat, roll up your raincoat, stuff it in here if you wanted to. Sort of limited usefulness, but it's there for you. You have side mesh pockets, and these are certainly big enough to fit a full-size Nalgene bottle on either side. Okay. It's nice and tight here at the top, so the elastic will keep it in there. And one thing you will notice, which makes me very happy, is that there are no compression straps here that will impede your ability to open up the zippers. Something that you find on many of these packs. Okay, at the very front of the pack you have two gusseted zippered pockets. These are actually large enough that you could probably fit a smaller Nalgene. You could certainly fit a regular water bottle in there. I could imagine I might be able to store my sunglasses in here. Any number of things. You could put your wallet, cell phone, etc. in here. There's a little gusset here at the bottom so that if you unzip the whole thing, whatever you have in there won't just suddenly fall out. That's a nice touch there. Smart move on their part. The material that this is made out of is a really tough nylon. It's a ripstop nylon, but it's much thicker than most packs that I've reviewed. Much beefier. One thing that I've really loved about the Burtons are that they really choose nice zippers and great hardware in these things. So simple hardware. They have these really cool looking anchor-like things. Actually, they kind of look a little bit like ice axes. But they're great. You can really grab a hold of them. I could imagine if you're wearing gloves, you could easily grab onto these things and yank them. Okay, just behind these two front pockets, there's another zippered pocket here. Notice that there is a flap here, but fortunately it's not stitched down on the side, so it flips out of your way so easily as to almost not even exist like that. And this is a pocket that goes all the way right here to the bottom of these front two pockets. You could easily fit a full-size iPad into this space, among other things. I mean, you could put magazines, books, whatever you would want in there. Nothing too heavy, of course, because it'd be farther away from your back, which is not a proper way to pack your bag. Okay, just behind that, there is another compartment. And in this compartment, we have a large mesh pocket, zippered, has the key fob in there. And there is an organizer behind that for 3 pens, perhaps. Oh, it's nice. This is a pocket that has fleece on it. You could put your cell phone into there. Maybe you could put your sunglasses into there. And then the rest of this pocket actually goes beyond those. It's deep enough that you could just toss things in there arbitrarily without trying to organize them. Similar up here too. You can toss more things into here. It's good. Nice looking organizer area. And I like the fact that it's accessible without having to go into the main part of the pack. So you can get easy access to those little things that you constantly need, like your wallet or your cell phone or a pen or pencil. Okay. Again, great hardware. These big anchor-like things allow you to know that that's the main compartment. So you can open this guy up. Oh, this is nice. There's a little pocket in here, and it is very fleecy. Oh, I could put my sunglasses or maybe a small pair of goggles, but more likely sunglasses would go right into that spot. And there's another nice fleece-lined pocket. Lots of fleece in this thing. Nice fleece-lined pocket back here. Probably put a tablet, or you could put your computer in there. There's nothing, no buckle or anything that will hold that in, but it's certainly deep enough to be able to hold a 15-inch laptop without too much of an issue. And then the rest of the pack, the rest of this compartment is nice and deep. It goes way beyond the bottom edge. So this is going to be a little hard for you to see. But the bottom edge of the laptop compartment ends right here. And then the rest of the pack goes another 6 to 7 inches down to the full bottom of the pack. So that's pretty big down into that area. Okay. Zip that up. And we have yet, oh, I was mistaken. That is not your laptop zone. This would be a place for files or your iPad because, hello, the laptop zone has its own compartment. I love that. So cool. So having its own laptop compartment means that it's super easy to access. Unfortunately, it does have this flap, the zipper flap or the zipper cover, which makes it a little bit harder to get access to. I really wish they would eliminate that and just put in a rain fly instead. Perhaps they do. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. But this is a zipper. It's interesting. It starts at around sort of, if you're facing this direction, starts around 1 o'clock and goes down to around 9 o'clock. So it doesn't open completely fully, but it doesn't really have to. You're just putting your laptop in there. So let me go ahead and slide the laptop in. No problem. You could actually easily fit a 17-incher into here. So I'll load up the pack in just a moment more fully. Okay, so let's take a look at the suspension system here. It's we got some egg crate material, so EVA foam here. We have an area in the center that's been removed to allow for perspiration to go up and out so you won't get too sweaty in the back, as well as down towards the kidney regions. The shoulder straps are not overly padded, so they have good structure to them. And there are actually some shoulder strap weight lifters here, so it takes the weight off your shoulders when you pull these up. It's got a nice looking handle here, a little bit padded there, essential in my mind for a commuter. And there is the waist belt. It's a 1-inch waist belt, which is certainly removable. So it looks like a decent looking suspension system. The pack it doesn't seem to have, oh no, I think it does have a frame sheet in it. It's a good, yep, good stiff frame sheet. But it could be, it's hard to know if that's just the padding from the laptop. Let's see. Yeah, my guess is, no, I would say it does have a frame sheet in there. So in addition to the padding from the laptop, there's a frame sheet there. Okay, so let me go ahead and load this thing up and tell you how it feels putting it on. I will load it with my camera bag. Fits in there without any issues, nice and smooth. The one thing I would say that's kind of a bummer is that the pack itself is a relatively dark color in the interior. which makes it easy to lose things in the bottom of your pack. You know, if it was a bright yellow or something like that, you could see things relatively easily. Okay, zip that up. Go ahead and insert my laptop. And then I'm going to go ahead and adjust this thing to fit me. Okay, I just fitted the bag to me, and it's pretty comfortable. I would say that I wouldn't mind having a little bit more relief in the back, meaning that more padding on the background to open up deeper channels, because I can already feel it's pretty warm on my back. So it really presses up against my back and feels pretty warm there. But it is comfortable. I mean, I don't feel any sort of pinches anywhere. I don't feel any pressure points in unusual places. And it seems to carry the load pretty well. Now, I will tell you that it is, as a 29-liter pack, it actually feels like that. It's a big pack. And you know that I like sort of 28-liter packs. I would guess that this is even larger than a 29-liter pack in reality. So it does feel large. It feels long on my body relative to many of the packs that I've been reviewing. But not so much so that I would think it would be uncomfortable. It doesn't restrict my movement in any sort of way. Perhaps it doesn't hold things as well as any of the Osprey packs. The Osprey packs do a really nice job of making a heavy load feel light. But it's pretty good. Not a bad suspension system, and the weight distribution seems okay. The one thing I would worry about is if you filled up these outer pockets, these ones that are right on the front, and had a lot of weight pulling back on that as a result of it being far away from your body, I could imagine it might not feel as comfortable. So, you know, I'm not sure how useful these are for anything but very light items like your wallet or a single magazine or something like that. Okay, so there you have it. This is the Burton Bravo 29-liter pack. It's about $100, I think, and I got it from Zappos. Thanks for your time. I hope you have luck finding the pack of your dreams.